What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Free Feedback Friday. Don't need no introductions at this point. Let's just get straight into it. You know what time it is. Today we're starting off with an artist called HHM. HHM Lone Wolf is the title. I know a lone wolf. I think his name was something like, I think his name was Diego.
Crikey.
Let me out. I've had enough. I've had enough.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that. This is cool. Let's see where it goes.
I've been digging, trying to find the answers. Where are the answers? There are no answers. Going in for the kill.
This is really different. It's pretty cool so far. I'm digging I like how different it is. The bass in the background, because it's kind of like in a different, or at least maybe it's the way that I'm hearing it, but I'm hearing that bass in kind of a different key, so it's like really, I don't know, it gives this really unsettling feeling or something.
On my own, on a battlefield.
Okay, now things are starting to become confusing. Okay, because that bass, like, it is in a different key. So now you're kind of like coming together with two different key signatures, and I don't know, man. It's really messing with me. I don't like it. It sounds like a cacophony of just unorganized sound, but we'll see where it goes. So I don't know. It kind of took me to when all those sounds were coming together, and some of them were like blending with different key signatures. It was really making me feel like uncomfortable, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of starting to settle in with it. I'm still not really sure I like it, but I'm willing to see where it goes. Wow, okay, that was a ride. So I really appreciate the artistry. It's has a very artistic image to it. I just found it hard to digest because of, like I said, the contradicting key signatures that you have in it. You know, your bass is doing one thing while the stuff above the bass is doing something completely different. And I don't know, I guess it was your artistic vision to kind of blend those things together and make it all come together as one. For me, it's just a little too chaotic to grasp and to really enjoy listening to for a long period of time. I wouldn't listen to this again. However, I do think that it has a pretty cool artistic vision to it, and if it were to be shortened and like this, it mainly consists of like maybe this tail end section here, like this sounds like an interesting transition part or something. Like if you were making an album or something like that, this sounds like a part where you had one song that's slowly kind of merging into another song. That's what that part sounds like to me. And if it were only that part for just that brief minute, just that sort of in between tracks, I would be okay with it. But as a whole, again, I found this really hard to stomach. But again, like, I really appreciate the artistry, and Thank you for coming through. I don't think I get a lot of like girl singers submitting their stuff to me, so I appreciate that. I appreciate hearing something new and something different. As far as like artistic vision, it kind of reminds me of like something like Grimes, who Grimes I'm a huge fan of, but it's just not as executed as well in my opinion because I can actually listen to Grimes' music, and this is something I wouldn't be able to really listen to. But keep doing your thing, and maybe I'll check out something else by you in the future. That'd be cool. Let's see. So we already started a little bit, but next up we got "I Hate Love You" by the Golden Gnome. This should be pretty cool. I like the guitars already. I love how the intro started. Sounds promising.
Your speech is mine, you have become nothing.
Intro kind of reminds me a bit of Eagle Eye Cherry. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're like an old group from the 90s, but they got a song that kind of starts off with this sort of guitar.
And you have become nothing. Am I truly worthless? Do I have to do something, please? Let me know.
Dude, I like your voice. I love how like your voice is kind of unexpected, and it doesn't sound like heavily generic.
In order to be equal, I will never forgive you. I hate you. I'm cracking under the pressure.
Yeah, bro. I love it when you get into these higher notes here. You got a nice high register.
Fear, pain, or pleasure.
Oh yeah. I will say my boy has been he's been through something, man. Some emotions. He's definitely got a story to tell here.
I don't need nothing from you. I don't need nothing. You violated me. Never forgive you. I love you. Oh, no.
It's not bad, man. My boy has definitely been through he's been through some sad times. Hey, if quality music comes from it, that's all. That's what matters. There's something really nice about your vocal delivery. It's not perfect, and in fact, it's got a lot of imperfect moments, a lot of kind of like shaky notes and stuff, but it really, I think, works for this type of vibe, where it's just you and the guitar. It just feels real vulnerable and real. It's simple and kind of low production. I think the vocal mix-wise, let's see.
Something, please. Let me know.
To me, the reverb and delay on your Vox is a little excessive. I personally would have reeled in that room a little bit, because as it is, it sounds like it's in a straight up cavern or something.
In order to be loved.
That echo on your voice is it's so dense. It's just a little too heavy. I would have reeled that in a little bit. But other than that, this is pretty cool, man. I can honestly say this is better than what I expected. Curious, what's your other shit sound like? Let's see, what does this sound like? Effortless. Oh shit.
Gold. Me no fool's gold, bitch. Motherfuckers acting like clowns in this bitch. Motherfuckers don't talk down in this bitch. All y'all niggas fuck around and get your skull split. I don't really care what you think or who you with.
Damn, bro, what the fuck? This shit goes hard.
Shooting shots while I'm off the green leaf. Killing motherfuckers way too easy. If you got a problem, come and see me. See your dead body on the TV. My ice is really cold as
That okay. That whole vocal melody thing that you're doing, I think is cool, but like that needs to be. I wish that you had mixed that like further in the back, because that's so much louder than your main vocal and everything else. It's like really distracting.
Feeling breezy. I be doing E like I'm easy. Effortlessly, I'ma fuck your shit up. Mess with me, you motherfucker, get up. Effortless, effortless, effortless. Counterfeit, I got powder white and brown in this bitch. All you motherfuckers need to bow in this bitch. Mess with me, you motherfucker, get up. Effortless, effortless, effortless. Counterfeit,
Bro, god damn. Man, delivery on this is flawless. Dude, wow. I fuck with this a lot, man. And the thing is, like, the vocal mix is not perfect. Like, your vocs are a little too quiet on this song, right? Like the track is definitely louder than the vox at some points.
Motherfucker, don't talk down in this bitch.
You hear it's just like a little too quiet, so your vox feel like they're kind of sitting below the track a little bit. So you could afford to be a bit louder.
All y'all niggas fuck around and get your skull split. I don't really care what you think or who you with.
And that main melody, that boom, 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 it's too loud too. Like that shit needs to be quieter too.
Killing motherfuckers way too easy. If you got a
And like I said, that vocal melody, that when that comes in, that's too loud also. But like, you just put a better mix on this, and this song is fucking hit, man. Dude, your delivery is so perfect. It's like, I love how like your bars are so deliberate, and even you're not doing anything overly excessive, you know, like you're not spitting crazy rhythms. You're not doing like super fast 16th notes or whatever. You're just like straight up saying something very simply but deliberately, so deliberate and with conviction, and it just lands for me. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna follow you. This shit was fire. I'm gonna repost that, and shit, I don't know, man. We might be working in the future, man. And I love that I checked that out after you sent me the first song, because the first song is like, I love to hear that you're really open to trying new things, and you know, have versatility and like a variety of sounds. You know, I hate it when artists kind of like box themselves into one sound and sounding one way. Okay, next we got Exact TV2. Obedience is key. I was wondering when things were gonna get started here. Y'all know I love me some drum and bass. Okay, so when you got drums like these, I'm really waiting for the bass to come in, man. Where's that bass? Like, I'm expecting this shit to get wild. Okay, so like I'm being deprived of the bass for too long now. You're holding it back. Thinking I went into this track with the wrong impression. I was expecting something drum and bassy, but now I guess it's just like a really experimental type of track where I don't really know what I'm going to get. So I've readjusted expectation here. Okay, so that was a very experimental and like imaginative sort of track. It's not what I was expecting going into it. I was really thinking it was going to be like a drum and bass track because that's the sort of drums that you set everything up with. So I was expecting it to go into something, something lit or something heavy, something fucking, that made me want to dance. No, it's kind of weird because it's an experimental track and it is almost like atmospheric or like soundscapey even. It's very imaginative. I just don't think my imagination was going to the same place. So there's a bit of a disconnect for me. This isn't really something I would listen to for enjoyment, but rather something I would expect to kind of maybe hear in the background of something, like maybe in the background of a game or something like that. But that's just my take on it. I like the artwork. That's pretty cool. But I don't really... Yeah, just wasn't really following the vision of where it was going. If you wanted to appeal to somebody like me, I would suggest maybe coming up with a more standard arrangement, something that has standard, maybe a melodic section, going into a build, going into a drop, that sort of thing. The intro was also really long for me too. So, if this is a track that I just flipped on and expected to hear something, I think I would have flipped it off pretty quickly. Because I didn't feel like anything was really capturing my attention or wanting me to listen on more within the first 30 seconds of it or so. But anyways, thank you so much for submitting this. All right, next we're back with the boy Grodymoon, and we're back with we're gonna check out one of his older songs called "Fuck a Barbie Shotty," featuring Phasey. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Phase. Let's see what we get into. Shit. I don't know if I can play this actually because this is going to get me copyrighted. I'll still upload it and see what happens, but if for some reason, I might have to edit this part out of the video because this sample's from a pretty well-known Blink-182 song. I never thought I'd die alone.
She's a fucking mom. Shawty wanna call me. Shawty wanna call me. But she's a fucking Barbie. I don't fuck with Barbies. I don't fuck with fakies. Cockroach, that's my main thing. They fucking with me daily. They love the way I sin it. These bitches just be winning. They freaky, but I feel it. They love the way I kill it. Shawty wanna call me. Shawty wanna call me. But she's a fucking Barbie. She's a fucking Fuck all these hoes, man. They just tryna come. Fuck all these hoes, man. I'm just tryna go. What the fuck they know? Yeah, they ain't really know. Bitches my heart. Oh, shit is really cold.
I don't know, man. This is fun. I can tell that you had fun making this song. It's an interesting sample choice, but it really works actually. Two of y'all sound alright. When your boy comes in though, your boy, I like his voice a lot, but there's just too much reverb on y'all's vox. Especially his vox are drowned in reverb for some reason. Personally, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Don't think his part calls for so much reverb.
No fucking Barbie hoe, fake ass, and that they really know. Baby, please, yeah.
It's a fun little joint. I can hear this being like an album song. Just one of those ones that you threw on there for fun and enjoyment. So because of that, I don't have a whole lot to say other than the vocal mix. The reverb is just... it's oversaturating everything. Yeah, man, and as long as y'all enjoyed making this song together, that's all that matters. So next we got a Bandcamp submission. Not as familiar with Bandcamp, but I think we just pick one of these. So the artist's name is JKGC, and I'm just gonna click this first one here. Shit's getting fucking stupid. Let's play it. Ooh. Those reverse 808s are like fucking trippy, man. Okay, man, that was really interesting. What was that called? Order Out of Chaos? Yeah, it looks like maybe these are all gonna be instrumentals. So I'm just gonna skip to the next one. See what we got. Okay. That's a clean start. Yes. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm so used to like pressing spacebar to be able to pause. Those guitars are so beautiful, man. Chung, 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 chung. Wasn't expecting this type of beat. Man, if I could freestyle, I would. Damn. That was sick, man. Relaxing as fuck. Is this what you call chill hop? I'm not even really sure, but the words I would use to describe this, because it's got like the boom bap. It's got like the boom bap drums, but at the same time, it's so mellow and chill. It's not lo-fi, obviously, but it gives me the same sort of feelings and vibes of like, just like chill, relaxing, meditation, study music. It's a vibe. It's a vibe for sure. So I guess JKGC does mostly sort of like soundscapey, instrumental stuff. Which is cool. It's very different than a lot of the submissions that I get, so I appreciate the variety. I'm gonna see what one more sounds like here. The music box sort of melody at the beginning, it makes me feel, it puts me in like a Christmas vibe, Christmas mood. Carol of the Bells or something is gonna start playing. Man, this fucking thing that's droning in the background goes on for a long time. To me personally, now that like drone is getting a little too annoying because it's just been going on too long for my taste. I can't listen to the rest of it because it's just, I really wish that would stop. A lot of nice little elements to it as well. Really like the music box melodies. I'm not feeling the drums on this one as much as the last one. The last one I liked a lot better. I thought it was much more, I felt like there was a lot more thought put into the structure of it. The instruments and everything just really made sense. This one, it kind of feels more like, it doesn't feel as put together. Cool, man. Like, I really like, you are trying a lot of different stuff, and I really like that. I am curious to hear one more thing, actually. This one's cool. It's really different from the last ones I just heard. It's got like some industrial type of vibes to it. I would say the mix is like getting kind of worse as I go on. Like each new track, I feel like the mix is not as good as the last one. Excluding the opening track, like that sort of intro track that you had there, the first like kind of full length track with the guitars and stuff was really, really well put together. And then I feel like the following ones that I've heard are not quite as well mixed and put together as a whole. Like, see, the thing is this is so kind of imaginative and experimental that I'm not really sure how you would genretize these sort of songs, or even if a genre exists, for me to like really tell you how to make it sound more like this or that. All I can really say is I feel like personally The kick in some of these songs is a little underwhelming. It feels a little too weightless. It just doesn't feel like it has really any impact. So, I mean, I would personally add a little more body to that kick. And the melody in this particular song, it's kind of it's much louder in the mix than other instruments. So I would kind of reel back the volume of that a little bit. This is pretty cool though. I really like the ideas and everything that you got. And it looks to me, just from looking at it, you got quite a catalog here. So yeah, man, maybe I'll check out some more of your shit in the future. But I really appreciate you sending this to me because it's really different from a lot of the submissions that I get. So, and I always welcome listening. I always welcome something new. So yeah, appreciate it, man.